And honestly, the bigger your counter space, the more stuff you've got on it. If you have a small bathroom, organization is key. Even if your bathroom is roomier than most, if you're a maximalist, you're going to need these storage ideas to avoid looking like a hoarder. Now, obviously, the main spaces of storage are under your sink and vanity cabinets. They're so important. I made a complete video just on organizing these cabinets, and it's linked below. However, there are a few tips I want to point out. First and foremost, you need to maximize use of this valuable real estate. This means using larger bins that can be pushed all the way to the back of the shelf, but are still accessible. And while these larger bins are ideal for larger items, you can use smaller organizers within the larger bin to corral smaller items. A few of my favorite bins include this large shallow bin, this wash tub, and this basket with a handle, all from the Dollar Tree. Another favorite container of mine are caddies, and don't shy away from reusing containers. Now, one thing I hope you'll notice is that I have a hodgepodge of containers. If you want to invest in matching baskets, absolutely go for it, but definitely don't think that this is a requirement for an organized bathroom cupboard. I like to use this over-the-door towel rack for my wet washcloths. My preference is to actually have it inside the cupboard, but that doesn't work with the way these particular doors are designed. Now let's take a look at the countertop. I don't care how much space you have, you've got stuff on your counter, and honestly, the bigger your counter space, the more stuff you've got on it. And the one very specific thing you're going to want to do is corral all of those loose items into a tray. I did think of a few DIYs, including repurposing a hollow backed picture or even flipping over a canvas, but decided neither was a great option, either from a price perspective or from a practicality standpoint. A better DIY option would be to pick up one of these unfinished trays from Michaels, which are available in a variety of sizes and are well under $10. Or you can likely find something at a thrift store that you can update with a quick coat of paint. Not interested in a DIY? No problem. Amazon has several options for under $20. And one thing you're likely to have on your counter are containers for cotton balls and swabs, makeup remover pads, etc. And I love to use mason jars for this purpose. The quart size is great for cotton balls, the pint size holds my reusable cotton pads, and the half pint size is perfect for both cotton swabs and disposable cotton pads. The downside is that the lids are not very decorative. A while back, I painted these and added an inexpensive pull knob to create a functional lid. However, it's been a few years since I made these lids and they're looking a bit dingy. I've also added the pint jar for my reusable cotton pads, so it's time for a refresh. This is super easy to do, and I've linked the full video below. If you're a maximalist in a minimalist space, you know you've got to maximize that vertical space, and I'm going to start with a shelf unit. Now, I'm the first to admit that having space in your bathroom for even a small shelf unit is not the norm, but if you can squeeze one in, you need to do it. This shelf is from IKEA, which I think is a great source for smaller space storage options. One thing I do want to point out is this basket of washcloths. I actually use a clean washcloth every time I wash my face, so I have a lot of them. I find that putting them in a decorative basket on the shelf saves space in the cupboard, and rolling them elevates the look. I also store extra hand towels in this basket and use a small roll technique for those. So what if you don't have space for a shelf? Then you need to get an over-the-toilet shelf unit. They're available in a variety of finishes at a variety of price points and from a variety of retailers, so you're sure to find something that works for you. This one is in our second bathroom. As with our ensuite, there is room for a shelf, and we did purchase one for this bathroom as well. In the comments, take a guess why we have an over-the-shelf toilet unit instead. I'll give you a couple of hints. The shelf was from IKEA, and I like being married to my husband. If you're limited on wall space for your towels, an option would be to use hooks instead of towel racks for hanging your towels. Now, I did this several years ago in a bathroom used by 3 people with only one small wall for towels, and it worked quite well. Another option would be to purchase a towel rack for the back of your door. And speaking of the back of your bathroom door, if it didn't already come furnished with a hook and a mirror, those would be some options. Or if you really want to maximize your storage, consider a complete back of the door organizer. As I was researching options, I came across this specific one from Amazon and decided to purchase one. I like how they not only have a strong cardboard insert for the bottom of each shelf, but inserts for the sides as well, making the units really sturdy. And it also has pockets on the sides for additional storage. Now, while I won't be using this in this bathroom, I'm actually going to use it in my other bathroom. And honestly, I think this is a great option for craft storage, for clothing even. It would work in a coat closet and probably even a pantry if you have a walk-in type of pantry. So let's pop into the shower. Now, a lot of people use storage racks that go over the shower pipe. And if that works for you, that's great. For me, I found it to get tangled in the extension hose, and more importantly, even the larger ones were not big enough for all of my stuff. And I could say our stuff, but let's be honest, other than shampoo and soap, it's all my stuff. So to hold all this stuff, I love this corner storage unit that's held in place with a tension rod. This is my second one. The first one was metal. Even though it did last a good amount of time, it actually started rusting at about the 6-month mark. So this time around, I opted for plastic. And for your washcloths, puffs, and other things that need to be hung, these suction cups are great. These larger ones I got at the Dollar Tree, and the smaller one came from the 99-cent store. RIP. I'll also add that you can find ones on Amazon and elsewhere that look much nicer. And honestly, that would be my choice if I had a nicer shower. However, we have a fugly shower, so I don't really care. Well, that was a boatload of ideas, some of which I hope help you as a maximalist in a minimalist space. If you thought this was a quality video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Join the Koala crew by subscribing to my channel and turn on notifications to get more small space organizing and DIY tips that are quick, easy, and affordable. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you have a quality day.